Hey everyone, I am back in the thumb of Michigan after a fun but extremely expensive 2-day trip to Chicago. Wasted a lot of money. Well, I don't consider this shirt to be a waste of money because it's a classy and cool shirt, but a lot of things I did purchase there probably were things I could have lived without. But that's all said and done. I also, before I get started on the pepper and sauce for today, went to a Cajun restaurant and had a crab boil. It was today. It was this was in Detroit, so we stopped in Detroit on the way back from Chicago. Yeah, it was the messiest meal I've ever eaten, and frankly, I was a little bit disappointed, and I didn't know what to do with the crab. I got as much meat as I could out of the claw, but the rest of it, there was just nothing appetizing about it. I couldn't find anything else on the crab that I wanted to eat, and when I finally did access the claw meat, it disappointed me. It was a little bit dry. The sauce that I ordered wasn't very good. It wasn't hot. It was supposed to be. I ordered the hottest one. I wanted the fire level heat, and it disappointed me. Julian, he fared better. He got shrimp and lobster with his boil, so that's a lot more easy to access meat, and the sauce that he got was better than the one that I got. So he had a better experience. I don't know. Maybe I ordered the wrong thing, or maybe Cajun crab boils just aren't for me. I can't, I'm not typically someone who's bothered by messiness, but even that was activating my cleanliness OCD. I didn't like it, getting the stuff all over my hands and having to crack things open, and there's sauce everywhere. I had to change my pants before I started recording because it's dripping it all over. I'm also probably going to have to find a different recording location if I'm going to make other videos while I'm here, because this is like ridden with insects. I'm being swarmed. I have like a glass of a drink up there, and there's like beetles crawling into it that I'm probably going to have to fish out after I'm done recording, so I'll have to find a different spot that's not as buggy. Anyways, I went to an international market in Detroit today. They kind of disappointed me. I was hoping to get some super hot peppers. The only thing I could find that I wasn't familiar with was this little thing. It wasn't even labeled. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of green chili. I'm hoping that it's a Korean green chili because that would indicate that it might actually have some heat to it. I know it's not a Serrano. It doesn't have the right shape, and there was another thing that was labeled Serranos. It's not a bird's eye chili. It's too big for that. And what was the other one that it could potentially be? I don't know, but it wasn't labeled, and I think it's a Korean green chili. So it's been rinsed, and let's give it a try and see if it actually is hot. And you know what? I'm gonna start with the pithy end first. Okay. Okay. First impression, that's not a very good pepper. There's not any flavor. It's kind of dry. I like my peppers to have crunch, but I also like them to have moisture inside of them, and this does not have that. Now, I gotta get 3 others of the same pepper, but like honestly, I can't even evaluate flavor of that because there is no flavor. It doesn't even have the mildness of flavor of a bell pepper. It just has no flavor at all. And as far as heat, it's a 0. There's 0 heat in it. There's 0 heat. There's 0 flavor. The texture's bad. That's even worse than the random unidentified yellow pepper that I had the other day. This is worse than that. This sucks. This is really not good. I should have gotten the cherry pepper, because I made a video a long time ago with my son Julian where we tried like a little bit of cherry pepper, but he was like scared of like it being too hot or whatever, so we only had a tiny bit of it, and I didn't really get to ascertain how good it tasted raw. Yeah, that just fell on the ground. I'll just leave it for the birds. Whatever this is, sucks. What was I saying? Yeah, I should have gotten the cherry peppers that they had, because I haven't seen those in a grocery store for a while, and they look nice and juicy. I made a mistake. I'm not going to drive the 2 hours that it takes to get back down to Detroit just to get those. I'm going to try to find them closer. I'm also going to pause for a second before I move on to the next thing. Yeah. So that was a surreal, Cronenbergian, and Kafkaesque at the same time. Let me describe the visual of what I just dealt with. So as I was filming, out of uh, out of shot, there was my drink of cherry tea, Michigan cherry tea. There are these little like black and yellow. I don't know if they're called potato beetles or what. They're like crawling all over the cup, and I go over there and look. So I just had to address what was going on over there. I look in there. There's like 6 of them that fell into the liquid. I just fished them all out. I'm still gonna finish my cherry tea, but that's a little bit gross. So yeah. All right. Definitely Kafkaesque. All right. So this is our little featured sauce today, Diablo sauce. So I made a video sampling fire sauce, Taco Bell's fire sauce, a couple months ago, and I realized after that I hadn't done my research, I hadn't properly done my research after I finished recording it, because I was under the impression that fire sauce was as hot as it got with Taco Bell sauces. And then I realized, wait, I don't eat at Taco Bell, so maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And the Safeway near my house just only has the three, 3 of the 4 available sauces. And indeed, I was wrong. There is Diablo sauce. Okay. Yeah, because fire sauce is not hot at all. And even though it says, you've been warned or whatever on the label, it's not. It's not hot. It's like a 2 for heat. Like literally, just like lame. It's just like a very very typical run of the mill standard hot sauce. This is supposedly 300,000 Scoville heat units, which, if that's accurate, that would make this the hottest sauce that's available at a fast food restaurant. I mean, it has to, or at least put it in the contender for hottest sauce available at a fast food restaurant. So I'm gonna try a great big dose of it today, and I'm gonna see if it's what it's cracked up to be. Okay. Yeah, I could have just gone to Taco Bell and ordered something and then just gotten some of the sauce packets, but I just don't want to go into Taco Bell at all. I don't like it. Okay. It has a really nice aroma. I'll say that. Let's see what's in it. It's got tomato puree, water, distilled vinegar, salt, spices, sugar, maltodextrin, natural flavors, dried onions, dried garlic, disodium inosinate. Don't know what that is. Disodium guanylate, and extractives of paprika. All right, well, that's a little bit concerning that it doesn't even have any actual peppers in it. I guess wherever the heat comes from must be from the spices, whatever those are. But if it's nothing hotter than cayenne pepper, this isn't going to be hot. So hopefully there's some kind of like super hot chili powder in it. I want to be impressed. I want this to be an experience. I want this to be a heat experience. I want to be surprised. I want to say, "Oh." I want to be able to say, "Oh, you can get this at a fast food restaurant? That's cool." But I'm expecting disappointment. All right, look, that's as much sauce as can fit on this cheap little plastic spoon as is humanly possible. It's dripping off the sides. Let's give it a go. Hmm. Okay. First impression, it's tomatoey and garlicky, and I like that about it. It's a pretty good sauce. Um, I can see myself drizzling it over a taco salad. I can see myself eating it on a taco, putting it on a burrito, putting it on chilaquiles. Yeah, good all-purpose spicy Mexican sauce. Is it hot? There is a burn that's building, mainly in the back of my throat, but there's a little tingle in the forefront of my mouth too. I've got a little bit on my tongue, roof of my mouth, and there's definitely a burn building in my throat. Doesn't seem like a habanero burn. So it's got to be, maybe there's just a hell of a lot of cayenne powder in it or something like that, or some other maybe more obscure Mexican chile that I'm not familiar with. I don't know. There is heat in that though. Um, as you saw, I took a pretty big spoonful. I'm not suffering right now. I think the burn has already reached its peak, but I could definitely see somebody who doesn't, make daily YouTube videos of himself or herself or Z self eating hot sauces, I could see somebody kind of freaking out a little bit over that. It is pretty hot for a fast food sauce. I can see that. Um, Personally, I give it a 3 for heat. Personally, but my tolerance has been going up and up and up. I just tried the end flatline a couple days ago. Um, I tried Death by Wing sauce. You know, I've been eating a lot of super hot stuff, so this seems like nothing to me. But for something that's offered at a fast food restaurant, I think it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot. Sorry about that. Yeah, and flavor wise, it's not bad. It's a 6. Not bad. Now I have to find out. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question. Whoever's gotten to this point in the video. Are there any other fast food hot sauces that might rival this? Let me know. We have a fried chicken chain in Tacoma. I don't know if it's a franchise. I don't actually know if it's, beyond the Seattle Tacoma area, but it's called Al's Hot Chicken. And their hottest tender requires you to sign a waiver when you order it. But I think when my son and I went there and ordered it, I don't think they gave us the right one, because I remember when we were really worked up and scared when we ate it, and then we recorded the video and we're like, this isn't even that hot. So I don't think they gave us the right thing. So I think my next step is to go back there and get the hottest thing at Al's Hot Chicken. And maybe that's hotter than this. We'll see. But to this date, I would say this is the hottest fast food sauce. Yeah, for sure. So if you can think of any others that might be spicier than Diablo sauce, please recommend them. I'd like to try them. All right, I got to wrap this up now. We're getting to 12 minutes.